10 Lost Inventions that could have changed the world. We only know of the technology and inventions available right now that we use in our everyday lives. But have you ever wondered about the inventions that never saw the light of day? How advanced are we? Were we always this smart? Some of these inventions make you wish it was still around for us to make use of. So in this video, we are going to go over the 10 lost inventions that could have changed the world. Number 10. Stanley Meyer's water fuel cell. The water fuel cell is a perpetual motion unit which was developed by American Stanley Allen Meyer. Meyer believed that, instead of gasoline, a car retrofitted with this system could use water as fuel. There is much controversy around this invention. The claims of Meyer regarding his water fuel cell and the car it fueled were found by an Ohio court in 1996 to be false. However, some still believe it's pure genius. The way this works is by splitting water into its individual component elements, which is hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen gas is then used to generate energy. According to Meyer, the system required less energy to perform electrolysis than the minimum energy requirement expected or calculated by traditional science. Stanley Meyer passed away suddenly on March 20, 1998, from a cerebral aneurysm, which led to several conspiracies that he was somehow assassinated. But imagine this invention was available now. Hydrogen is a cleaner source of fuel and would reduce our greenhouse gas emissions as well. Global warming probably wouldn't be the biggest of our worries in that case. Number 9. Cloudbuster. A cloudbuster is a device developed by Wilhelm Reich, an Austrian psychoanalyst, which Reich believed could generate rain by controlling what he called the atmospheric orgone force. The cloudbuster was supposed to be used in a way similar to a lightning rod. It would pull orgone energy from the atmosphere, causing the creation of clouds and rain by concentrating it on a position in the sky and grounding it in some substance that was assumed to absorb orgone, such as a body of water. A cloudbuster consists of an array of parallel hollow metal tubes attached to a set of flexible metal hoses at the rear that are equal or slightly smaller in diameter than the parallel tubes. Alternatively, a single wide diameter pipe and flexible metal hose are joined to the rear of the tubes. The open end of these hoses are put in water, which Reich considered to be a natural absorber of the orgone. Reich performed hundreds of cloudbuster studies, naming the thesis Cosmic Orgone Engineering. None confirmed instances of a cloudbuster actually operating and generating significant weather changes, such as causing rain, have been recorded. Orgone therapy is considered a pseudoscience. The remains of Reich's cloudbuster can supposedly be found in Rangeley, Maine. Number 8. Olestra. Olestra is a replacement for fat that adds no calories to food and technically cannot be considered a lost invention, but rather one that was shelved. It has been used in the preparation of foods that are otherwise high in fat, such as potato chips, reducing or removing their fat content. In 1996, the Food and Drug Administration initially approved Olestra for use in the USA as a substitute for fats and oils in ready-to-eat prepackaged snacks, with the conclusion that such use meets the food additive safety requirements and is therefore no harm. Olestra lost its popularity due to side effects in the late 1990s and has been mostly phased out. But in some countries, items containing the ingredient can still be found at grocery stores. The side effect recorded included abdominal cramping and loose stools, and Olestra also inhibited the absorption of some vitamins and nutrients. It was also noted that these side effects occurred in those who consumed an excessive number of the products containing Olestra in a short period of time. Without these side effects, this invention would have been perfect to get in your required fat without actually gaining weight. How perfect would that be for some of us? Number 7. Chronovisor. The chronovisor, portrayed by Father Francois Byrne in his 2000 book Le Nouveau Mystère du Vatican, translating to The Latest Mystery of the Vatican, was allegedly a viewer for functional time. Bruin is the author of many books on faith and the paranormal. Bruin relates in the book that Pellegrino Ernetti, an Italian priest and physicist, designed the chronovisor. The presence or functionality of the chronovisor has never been verified, although Ernetti was a real person. Its alleged capabilities are highly reminiscent of the fictional time viewer in T.L. Sherrod's 1947 science fiction novel E for Effort. Basically, the chronovisor allows you to see and hear events from the past. It is said that the device was constructed by a team of 12 world-famous scientists, including Enrico Fermi and Wernher von Braun. As described by Ernetti, luminous energy and sound that objects emanate are recorded in their environment, allowing his device to reconstruct images and sounds of a specific set of events from the past from this energy. He also claims to have witnessed the lost tragedy Thyestes by Quintus Ennius and Jesus dying on the cross. The chronovisor is said to be dismantled now. Number 6. Silphium. Silphium is an obscure herb that was used as a seasoning, fragrance, aphrodisiac, and medicine in classical antiquity. The ancient Greeks and Romans even used it as a contraceptive. It was the vital trading item of the ancient North African city of Cyrene, and was so important to the Cyrenian economy that an image of the plant was on most of their coins. It was supposedly lost due to human overharvesting, as demonstrated by the Egyptians and Knossos Minoans creating a popular glyph to describe the silphium plant. Silphium was an important species in classical antiquity. The most ancient Mediterranean cultures used it widely. The Romans, who described the plant in poems or songs, regarded it as worth its weight in denarii, which is silver coins or even gold. Although this cannot be considered an invention by definition, it definitely seems like a great gift from Mother Nature. There are references that the last plant was gifted to Emperor Nero, which he promptly consumed. Number 5. Flexible glass. A supposed lost invention from the time of the reign of the Roman Emperor Tiberius Caesar is flexible glass. The artisan who invented the technique, as recounted by Isidore of Seville, brought a drinking bowl made of flexible glass before Caesar, who tried to break it, whereupon the material dented rather than shattered. With a small hammer, the inventor then repaired the bowl easily. Tiberius had the man beheaded after the inventor swore to the emperor that he alone knew the production technique, fearing that such material could undermine the value of gold and silver, since glass might be a more valuable material, and even went to the extent of burning down the inventor's entire workshop. Another story claims the inventor was unknown. The object was a goblet, and the man sought a pardon. The version of the story really doesn't matter because flexible glass would have been a very useful invention. Glass would never shatter. Number 4. Thomas Ogle carburetor. Thomas Ogle was an American inventor who came up with the idea of a vapor carburetor that makes it extremely fuel efficient for an internal combustion engine. Ogle applied his groundbreaking innovation to a 1970 Ford Galaxy with a V8 engine and a 3-gallon tank in 1977. In that car, he used a multiple vapor scheme and drove it for 100 miles. It was shocking that in a 4,000-plus pound car, Ogle achieved that much fuel efficiency, so a lighter car could probably provide a lot more mileage. A carburetor and a fuel pump are used by most internal combustion engines. Liquid fuel is transferred into the combustion chambers to provide the engine with power, and it is burned. Ogle replaced the carburetor and fuel pump with a black box filter, and vaporized gasoline was injected into the combustion chambers. It was difficult to digest for many individuals, including scientists, that such a simple fix could bring such a revolutionary outcome. So, they checked for hidden fuel tanks on the modified engine, but none were found. When this young inventor was interviewed by a reporter, He revealed that he discovered this completely by accident. Thomas Ogle died in 1981 after a heavy night of alcohol consumption, leaving his project in limbo. Number 3. Starlight. Starlight is an intumescent material claimed to be able to withstand extreme heat. It was invented during the 1970s and 1980s by British hairdresser and amateur chemist Maurice Ward, and received significant advertising after coverage of the material aired on the BBC science and technology show Tomorrow's World in 1990. The name Starlight was coined by Kimberly Ward's granddaughter. It was supposedly able to withstand a nuclear blast and come out unscathed. It also did not produce any toxic byproducts or fumes. The composition of this material is a closely guarded secret that may have died with Maurice Ward in 2011. The American firm ThermaShield LLC claims to have acquired and replicated the rights to Starlight in 2013. It is the only company to publicly demonstrate the technology itself and have third-party tested samples. Many organizations were interested in this material, including NASA, obviously. This would have helped with the production of space shuttle heat shields. Number 2. Sloot Digital Coding System. The Sloot Digital Coding System was a technique of data sharing that could allegedly store a complete movie in 8 kilobytes of data. Compression orders of magnitude greater than the best technology currently available as of the 2020s. In 1995, Ronk Han Bernard Sloot, a Dutch electronics engineer, was alleged to have invented it. The decoding algorithm was 370 megabytes, which he demonstrated to Philips executives by simultaneously playing 16 movies from a 64 kilobyte chip. Sloot died unexpectedly of a heart attack on July 11, 1999, just days before the deal to sell the invention was concluded. The complete source code was never retrieved, and there has never been a replication or verification of the technique. Number 1. Wireless power transmission. Without stringing cables, Nikola Tesla wanted to build a way to supply electricity. When his experiment led him to the development of the Tesla coil, he almost achieved his objective. It was the first device which could transmit electricity wirelessly. He experimented with the transmission of electrical energy from 1891 to 1898 using a Tesla coil radio frequency resonant transformer, which generates high voltage, high frequency altering currents. With that, he was able to transfer power without connecting wires over short distances. It's all about starting small and then expanding. With that in mind, Tesla eventually wanted this to be available on a worldwide scale. In 1901, Tesla began construction of a large high-voltage wireless power station to achieve this, but sadly in 1904, his investors pulled the plug. With that being said, here we come to the end of our video. I hope you like this video. If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.